All right, for my dish, I will be making pad thai. This is one of my my favorite meal actually, and I got this recipe through where I used to work at. I used to work at PF Chang's, so usually they use tofu instead of shrimp, but we're using shrimp today because I could not find tofu. So you need 1 or 2 eggs, just depending on what you want. But I'm cooking for 2 people, so it's gonna be 2 eggs, as many shrimp as you want. I like a lot of shrimp, so we're gonna use that. We're gonna have some green onion and some red onion right here. And then to make our sauce, we're gonna need some cane sugar, some rice vinegar, and some soy sauce. And of course the noodles itself. So we're gonna make our sauce, so we're gonna need 1 tablespoon, actually 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 5 of rice vinegar if you're gonna make for 2 people, and then 5 scoops of cane sugar. Okay, so this is how your sauce should look like after you put in those scoops. Mix it around a little bit. All right, so next you're gonna cut up some green and red onion. You're gonna cut up as much as you're liking. So that's next. All right, so next we're gonna season our shrimp, and we're gonna use Slap Your Mama, and then we're just gonna mix it in there. All right, so you're gonna put in a little bit of oil, just enough to cover the pan. So after we do that, we're gonna make sure we mix in our seasoning right here by hand, make sure it gets all even and gets all in there. And then next we're just gonna wait for this to heat up and then pan fry it, just like that module. All right, so this is how your chopped onions should look like. And then since I am cooking for 2 people, I will be using 2 of these packets. And we are gonna wanna boil water and heat these up. So yeah, put them in a bowl, heat them up, and then we'll be done in like 20 minutes. So next, now that the pan's hot, we're gonna throw the shrimp in there. So I'm using a lot of shrimp, so that's going in. This is my roommate Cam.
Cooking some potatoes.
After that, you're gonna put your boiling water inside a bowl with the noodles. So after your shrimp is cooked, you're gonna wanna put it on the side and then bring those vegetables over to cook. So we're letting our vegetables cook right here. This man's got some, what do you have?
Some fried rice right here.
Fried rice. So we're gonna, after these are done, you're gonna push it to the side, crack 2 eggs, scramble them, and then mix it in together once they're done. So we got our vegetables to the side, and we're gonna make sure our eggs will be scrambled. So once it's about done, you're gonna mix it in with the vegetables. Now we're gonna throw in our noodles with our vegetables and egg. And then after that in there, we're gonna throw in our sauce all over the noodles. So it should be having like a brown color, so you're gonna let it mix around in there for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then it should be getting that color in there. Once it starts getting a little more color, you wanna add your shrimp in there. So this is my final product right here. It looks really good and also tastes pretty good. So then I actually used, one of my principles that I used was solubility and sauces. The mixture, whether, like this one says, whether or not a mixture will combine together is an issue of solubility. But when we mixed our sauce together with our cane sugar, our teriyaki, no, not our teriyaki sauce, our soy sauce, and then our rice vinegar, it mixed in really well, so it tasted really good. I did add a little more than 5. It was 6. It was 6 scoops, actually, of each cane sugar and my rice vinegar. And another principle that I used is in herbs, spices, and salt, spices, and herbs. I actually used that one. Another principle that I used was the concept in 3 of aroma and flavor. When I added the vegetables in there, it tasted really good, and the aroma just like just gave it more of a good flavor and a good smell. So then it could be described as volatile compounds. So that's what I used for that. And then for my third principle, I used a method of heating, which is molecular transfer meat. I used in that one, and I actually used pan fried for the shrimp. So those are the principles I used to make my extremely awesome dish. So here is my final product right here. It is very good and it has so much flavor. Thank you.